YouTube, what's happening? Just chilling here in Frankfort, Illinois, right by my home. We're waiting for the old vape shop to open up so I can get a little juice for my vape. I'm clean out. Got a little Dunkin' Donuts coffee going here. It's a good morning. Got my load up in Streamwood, Illinois, and they want me to swap out for them over in Toledo, Ohio. Grab a load of bananas, taking it back from Toledo to Pleasant Prairie, Wisconsin for tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. So I'm going to do that for them. You know, favors don't hurt because in the end they get reciprocated in the most part with my company here, my dispatch. So you know, I do as many favors as I possibly can for them, and then I ask for mine, and typically when I do, it gets done. So you know, that's how it works, folks. So we got I thought the place opened at 10 o'clock. It's 10:53. I don't think it'll open until 11. I don't see anybody in there, and they're open in 6 minutes. So I don't know where these guys are at, unless they're hiding in the back. But man, it got cold. It was almost 60 degrees last. It was unbelievable. I was pulling into a cold storage over in Wilmington, Illinois. As I pulled in, it was 60 degrees, and amazingly, it was, I mean, within, we're talking 6-7 minutes, after I talked to the guard, from 60 degrees down to 38 degrees. It was amazing. And the bad part about that is it was pouring rain before that, so that's never good when it's pouring rain. Gets all over the street, and then we freeze up like that with a dramatic weather drop. So, but I am patiently waiting, and I can't sing, so, but these guys need to open up. I need to get my my Cutwood sugar drizzle, man. As you can see, I'm on E. Man, this thing takes forever to charge too for some reason. I got 2 batteries in here. This damn thing, I've had this thing on the charger since last night, but I don't know. I have to keep this thing on, in fact, I keep this thing at about 55-60 watts. For some reason, anything higher than that, it seems as if the stuff, it seems like it tastes burnt. So I'll put it at 58, 50, and I'll put it at 60. But man, this is the best little vape I've ever got here, man. This is a smoke, and the G-Pred. This is a pretty darn good little little vape here, man. This thing. I have a Kanger Tech, but the thing broke on me, and I went and got one of these here little backup vapes, the Aspire Pocket X. This is always good to have for, you know, in the pinch, throw it in your pocket, put a little juice in there, and let this baby do its thing, do what it does. So, but just wanted to jump on here and kill a little time, because I'm waiting for these folks to get in here so I can stock up and hit the road. And time is ticking awful slow, so I wanted to kind of expedite the process, speed it up, if you will. Yeah, it's cold out here, real cold. Nothing we can do about it. This is Chicago, baby. This is Chicago. Now I got the sheriff coming in here. Sweet. You gotta love that. What's this guy want? No, he's not. He gonna leave me alone. He's staring at me, and he's rolling by. The Will County Sheriff. See, we're right outside of Cook County. Cook County's about 6 blocks north of here, and 2 blocks east of here is Cook County. Crook County. Worst county to live in the United States, they say. I could buy it. You know, you got these goofball nut job liberals that run, I'm not gonna get too political on my channel, but I will say that these liberals are goofs. They're out of their mind. And in my opinion, and I think it's facts are facts. If you look at it, just look at the United States as a whole. As a whole, you look at any city that's run by the Democrats is a shithole. It's poverty-stricken, food stamps, welfare, low jobs, high crime. I'm not saying I like the Republicans, because I really don't, but they do a little bit of a better job than the Democrats, in my opinion. But I digress. At any rate, looks like all right, time to go hit that vape shop. Let's go, folks. Shop is called Vapors. Oh, we're gonna get in here, get our stuff, get on the road. Whoa, man! I've lived here my whole life, but I do not agree with this shit. Trucker Dave, what's happening, my man? How you doing today? Hang on. How you doing, man? You open already?
No.
All right, man. Not a problem, man. In fact, I'll be right out here, man. I ain't gonna go chatting in here, man. I'm sure this guy's not gonna want his opening up the store on YouTube here. Give the man a little privacy. So RV, this is the way it is. I've been friends with RVT for about 2 years now. The guy's a good guy. I don't understand, and I had a video last night that I, put out that I don't understand how these people, they actually get on them about.
Freezing out there, man.
Yeah, it's a little cold. Pardon me one sec. Do you have Cutwood sugar drizzle?
Yeah, what
12 if you got it. Bear with me here, folks. And if anyone out there wants some good vapors, man.
You live right now?
Yes, I am, sir.
Nice. Where you coming from?
I'm coming from Streamwood, Illinois, but I gotta head out to Toledo, Ohio, and then shoot back out here. I saw the county sheriff out here checking me out with my truck. I wasn't sure if I was supposed to be in here, but I'm.
Oh no, dude! I get a lot of truckers coming here because the parking lot.
Yeah, that's what I figured. He just scooted on by. He was checking me out, and then.
How many do you want? I got a lot of these guys.
How much are they?
Let's see. They're either 6 or between 6 and 10 for the 15s. Let me see. $10.
$10 each. You got any like combo deals going on there?
Not for those guys. Airbenders are cheap though. They're
$15.99 a piece and 3 for $40.
Yeah, let me grab 2 of them.
Okay.
I appreciate it, man.
If you like this one, there's small bottles though. You would like this right here. This is Grizzly Dust Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Yeah.
I will have to check this out.
yeah.
I'm kind of stuck on my sugar drizzle, man. I've tried other ones and I get nervous when I get on the other one.
Two by Telios.
No, I haven't.
It's another one too.
I actually got something that was over in Ohio. They have a 24-hour vape shop right around the TA.
24-hour vape.
24-hour smoke shop, man. I go in there and people are smoking, vaping all day long. I don't know.
That's a little wild. That's different. I found out in Miami they got 24-hour haircut places, barbershops.
Miami's a little.
It was interesting.
Yeah, Miami's a little different, man.
What's
South
your,
Beach is a little different.
Yeah, South Beach was lit. What's your phone number?
708-368-3154.
And your name?
John Spano, Spano.
2138. You don't need coils or anything?
No, actually, I'm good right now. I just stocked up on those, but I need some next couple weeks.
Cool beads.
And it was 38, you said?
Yeah. Change.
There you go. Just take the 50, man.
21.50.
I appreciate it, man.
Oh, no problem.
Have a great day, bud.
Take it easy. Drive safe out there.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you. You the same. Sorry about that, folks. Back to the RVT. I've been good with RVT for quite some time. I do not understand why people have charging for a little bit. It's not that he's charging taking advantage of it for info. This guy's got 1,000 subscribers. He has to kind of weed out guys that are, and I'm sure he's fielding a plethora of calls every day. And how do you do that? How do you there's just not enough time in the day to do that. So I'm sure what he does is he charges to kind of weed out the people that that really want some info or they want to bullshit. And these guys that sit there and say, oh, you need 25 years experience to give anybody a talk on trucking, that's bull. Because you can learn what you need to learn in a short period of time in this business, and after about 2-3 years, I think you pretty much have a lot of it down. You're gonna run into what you run into. You're gonna face what you're gonna face. You're gonna see the shippers and receivers, the lumpers, the problems, the delays, everything that goes on with this business. You're gonna see it in that short amount of time. Anything that else that happens is an anomaly. It's an anomaly, and that's just the way. Frank Kern. I haven't heard of Frank Kern. I'm not sure who he is. Is he a YouTuber? Yeah, I've never heard of him. I'll have to check him out. But I mean, I don't think RVT's doing anything wrong, and I think these guys, they made their peace last night. Thor actually, he stepped up and admitted that he kind of went at it the wrong way. Oh, motivational speaker. What's up, Kevin? How you doing today, bud? I'll definitely check, because motivational speakers, and that's what I kind of think RVT is a little bit, man. He's more than a trucker. He's just a motivational speaker. The guys, I come from the car business as well too a little bit. I jumped into selling for Ed Napleton Honda in Oak Lawn, and never sold a car in my life before I walked in there. And the first 3 months I was the top grossing salesman. But it's just the business just wasn't for me. It's a cutthroat business. It's up and down. I got 4 kids. My wife wasn't really pleased with me, really being a car salesman. And for some reason, car salesmen, the dirty, used car salesman. Hey, man, the one thing I will tell you about sales is that is the most important, one of the most important things to have in your repertoire, and that's to be able to sell it, even in this trucking business. Because once I pay off my truck or I choose to purchase a different truck, what's going to happen is, if you want direct customers, if you want people that you can pull freight for, your customers, you have to be able to sell. You have to be more than just a truck driver. You have to be a salesman, a businessman. There's a lot of things you have to be able to do. With sales is the most important thing, because without selling an account, what are you gonna do? You're only gonna be able to go off the load board. Now, which is not a bad thing, which is probably what I'm gonna do when I eventually go out on my own. I have to make a decision. I'm not sure if I'm going to, once I pay the truck off, to lease on with the company and just, because I had, just having a tractor, being able to, just lease on and do my thing that way, or, buy a trailer and hustle to get some accounts. A good guy to look at for information like that, I believe, is and I'm sure you guys know SoCal, obviously. SoCal's, to me, he's got some really good information. I'm all about promoting the guys that that's just have good content. I don't care if it's guys like Indiana Jack, Frank Kern sold cars for OT. Frank is a huge winner, multi-millionaire. Hey, you could make millions in the car business, man. What's his name? Joe Girard. You ever heard of Joe Girard? This guy, he went into the car business, and I believe this was in the 70s. He worked for a dealership and ended up getting fired. Went to a dealership down the road selling Chevys, and before it was all said and done, this guy, he was like a one-man band. He had his own secretary in the dealership. This guy's in the Guinness Book of World Records for selling the what do you call it, for selling the most cars in history. You know, the RVT gored Frank. I have no idea about that. I have no. RVT fired Frank? No, really. I have no idea. See, I've talked to RVT about the car business, but I really never got into it, you know, as far as, you know, his day-to-day, you know, the minutia of the day-to-day. So, but, you know, I will say this. You know, a lot of people have a problem. They say RVT's got, you know, an ego. You know, I think he does. Yeah, absolutely he does. You know, but it doesn't bother me. You know what I mean? You know, I think we're all men here. We got to deal with it, and in being, you know, confident men, you're gonna have egos, man. I just think that's just the way it is. People have egos. What are you gonna do? You know, I think you have to have confidence. You know, sometimes being egotistical is a flaw, but if you do it the right way, you know, and you're really not hurting nobody. You know, like I said, I have no problem with the way he does this thing. It never bothered me. So. Grant Cardone is going live. Y'all heard of Grant Cardone? Now that man, he's a killer. Grant Cardone was a car salesman, and now he's a motivational speaker and sells all kinds of different programs. He sells sales advice. Thousands of dollars a franker. You know, check out. In fact, I just got a notification that he went live. Grant Cardone, the Cardone Zone. Oh, really? You paid them? Man, that's not bad. $150 per week. That actually sounds pretty darn good. I'm actually thinking probably towards the end of the year. Right now, I'm training with KLM, and you know, I'm just stacking my money, and I think, you know, my truck actually, because KLM is a straight lease purchase. The way it works is, I have a 6-year note, which is it's no good, but it's only $534.25 a week, and Cardone, yeah, Cardone, man, that guy, I love Grant Cardone, man. The guy's I just like his I like his personality. I like the way he does his thing. You know, I just like the way Grant Cardone. And then Dave, if I'm not mistaken, were you in the car business? I know I've watched a couple of your videos, and I can't recall. You know, but you know, I like the way Grant Cardone does his thing. I really do. The guy's excellent. You know, I started watching him when I was selling cars. That was just you know, the GM at our dealership, you know, he was real big on him. So, online business, okay. Now, what do you, was it just an online store, marketing? Because my, you know, I've been in business for myself since I was 20 years old. And I used to work at the Chicago Mercantile Exchange. In the agricultural floor. I used to work in the hog pit. What I did is I worked for Societe Generale, a French bank. They have a division called FEMAT Futures. And Jeffrey, what's happening, buddy boy? How you doing today? In fact, Jeffrey, I'm gonna email you in a little bit. I'll email you my my phone number, and you can give me a call and we can chat. But I used to work at the Chicago Mercantile Exchange, and I worked in the hog pit. So I had a headset like this directly to the desk. We traded, we did the rolls for Goldman Sachs, for ConAgra, for Smithfield, before they got bought out by China. And then, you know, we had some French customers because it was a French bank, so we had a lot of local French, small French companies that traded. And mainly what we did, I basically just kept track and placed the orders for the lean hogs that we did in the pork bellies. That was one hell of a ruthless pit. I'll never forget. we got a new guy at our desk, probably about a week prior to this. His name is Jimmy, great guy. And I was standing in the hogs. It was kind of slow, and I get a on my headset, sell 22 Feb and 22 April bellies. So I run over to the belly pit, and 22 April, and then I went, wait a minute, there is no Feb bellies. There wasn't, the bellies skipped months, and there was no February bellies. And I think these guys in the pit sensed the look on my face of, oh shit. And I can run back over to the desk, and I'm like, Jimmy, listen, man, you said 22 bellies. He's like, no hogs. Well, these guys sensed it in the pit. I went over and sold the hogs. The hogs broke about 200 points, almost to limit, about 170 points to limit. And the bellies, there was no limit at the time in the pork belly pit. Pork belly dropped about 400 points. We lost about $65,000 to the desk in about maybe 2 minutes. It's a ruthless game, and you know, I'm just lucky I had a good boss at the time, good guy. So, you know, he didn't wrap the phone cord around my neck and kill me, but you know, it really actually wasn't my fault. But you know, I was the experienced guy. Jimmy was the new guy. I should have caught that. But that was a fun job. That was real fun. You know, I'm working at that Mercantile Exchange. After that, I started my pest control company, Bullseye Exterminating. I still run Bullseye Exterminating. In fact, my wife runs Bullseye Exterminating. I really, I just basically do the sales and still communicate with some of the villages that we do business for around here in the south side of Chicago. You know, it's nowhere near where it was when I started the business. I mean, I had the business almost at about a quarter million gross, and it's a very you know, it's a very low margin or a high margin business where you really don't have to spend too much. The product is what costs, and your time and your fuel. Other than that, I mean, you know what? No, I actually just the south side of Chicago. I have my father-in-law, you know, doing some of the jobs. So, you know, I don't know if that man's coming to Michigan. But if you have any questions, like I said, I've been. My dad had a pest control company, started it in 1985, and he had some issues and, you know, health issues and things of that nature, and he just let it go. And when I was working at the Merc, I saw an opportunity. So I've been in that business for a couple decades now. So any questions you have about anything that you need to get rid of, just you know, when we talk, just let me know, and I'll be able to like guide you in the right direction. Hey, I could do that. I could do that. I don't even have to bring the B&G. I'll just bring the old plastic can. I'll bring some Suspend, some Demand, some of those products and baits, and we can handle it. Because I'm actually in the Michigan area quite often. When I'm training, I'm not too much. I'm typically back and forth to Pennsylvania. But as far as when I go, you know, between students, I'm in Michigan all the time. I'm going to Meyer and Lansing. We have I'm always in Grand Rapids, Detroit. I'm all over Michigan when I'm solo. They like to run me there quite a bit, so we could definitely do that. This time of year, though, you're not the only thing you're really going to have issues with is mice. That's about the only thing that's really going to be bothering you at this point in time. You know, the ants, wasps, spiders, everything like that. They're dead with the cold. As soon as you get a good freeze, sayonara, they're gone. So, but actually, folks, I'm gonna get the heck out of here. I gotta go and head down the road and pick up or actually I picked up the load. I gotta actually 2 cats and a husky. The cats are what's gonna get rid of the mice. Dogs are too clumsy, and they're not gonna catch a mouse. But a cat, man, I've seen people with cats come to the mouth, and that's the good thing about with the bait that I use. Very harmful to dogs, but doesn't bother cats. It's a bromadiolone, and what it is actually an anticoagulant, and when the mice eat it, it actually stops them from clotting blood. It kills them that way. And for some reason, it actually depletes the vitamin D in the liver, and cats do not utilize that, but dogs do. And you know, I'll never forget my buddy Danny, this goofball. I baited his house for mice, and I put him in acrylic lock key plastic so his dog couldn't get to him because he had a pit bull. This goofball takes it from where I put it and he's like, well, the mice were getting the food out of the dog bowl, so he put the bait under the dog bowl. The dog ate the damn acrylic plastic and the bait. And luckily, you know, I told him to go get the vitamin D and vitamin A shots to save his life. You know, the guy didn't even tell me for 2 days. You know, is my dog gonna be okay? I'm like, you're lucky you told me in time that you're gonna find your dog with growth, but you're gonna find him with blood coming out of every orifice on his body, laying on the floor if you don't get that taken care of. But I digress. I'm actually probably gonna go live when I'm done tonight, and looking forward to if Jeffrey goes live or Dave or any of you guys. You know, hey, this YouTube thing is fun, so I'm gonna get out of here, folks. I'm gonna get to making some money, and I will catch all you guys later. Jeffrey, I'm gonna send you an email as soon as I stop this afternoon, and I will send you my number so we can chat, buddy. You guys have a great day. This is my second live feed. I gotta figure out how to turn this damn thing off too, huh? Later, YouTube.